Okay, this is Spring Garden Update number 2, 2011. Let's see what we got. This is my watermelon patch. One of my watermelon patches anyways. See, I already got a decent sized watermelon right here. These are Carolina Cross. They supposed to get 200 pounds. And I got some Moon and Stars mixed in there with them. And I got a few cantaloupe, and I think that's a cantaloupe right there. Okay, planted some more squash. These are, I don't forgot the name of the squash, but it's squash. Okay, this is cucumbers, which it took off really good, and I ain't been too long planting them from seed. I plant everything from seed, by the way. Cucumbers, and then got some pretty squashes in there. I done harvested about 20 squashes off of these 9 plants that I got in here. Go over here, see if we can't find one. There's one. That's a nice squash. And you can see that there's probably about 4 or 5 on each plant. And there's a nice squash. Of course, that one's ready to be picked. And this is the kind of squash I ain't never tried, but you can see that it's a green with yellow stripe squash. Alright. And my corn is really done good. It's about 4 to 5 foot tall now. Doing really good. Let's see here. See, it's starting to do real good. Silver Queen corn. I never grow this kind. You can see this thing right there will be an ear of corn right there. Okay, so my corn, there's probably about 50 in there, 60 in there. Another watermelon patch. This one's a Volunteer Moon and Star, and it's doing better than the ones that I planted. And it's got a Moon and Star melon down there. They get big and round. And we got some more just sprouting up in there. Ain't none of them quite got no watermelons on them yet. I'm pretty sure they will be. Some more. Then these over here, I probably need to hit these with some kind of fertilizer or something, because they ain't moving that fast. Okay. And this is the other side of my corn. Right. And this is garlic and chives in here. And they've been in there for probably about a year now, and that's big as they got. I don't know if you're supposed to cut them back or what, but they growing. Okay. And these little things down in here are, or will be, beans. Some kind of green bean. Okay. These over here, some more watermelons the youngins wanted to plant. I think some of them's crimson sweet, and some of them's the orange kind. Okay. This is my tomatoes, which pretty soon I had to put my fencing up to hold them up. And they doing good. I planted these from seed too. So, right, let's look at the peppers. This is the orange flesh watermelon here. And these are bell peppers. bell peppers, and that's an onion, and I think these over here might be muskmelons. Let's see here, you can see the bell pepper right there. I'll grow in the bell pepper, and these right here is ornamental peppers, and they just little bitty peppers, little hot peppers. Okay, and here's another watermelon. This one's coming out funny shaped, but still a watermelon. And them are cantaloupes. Them there are cantaloupes. Okay. Here is my orange tree. And it was dying, but now it's really took off. Really nice. And the lemon tree looks real good. It's growing. Coming back, I should say. Because it was almost dead. But it's coming back. Slowly. But coming back. Some blueberry. This one wasn't doing so hot, so I chopped all the blueberries off of it. And now I got new growth all over the place, which next year I'll probably get me a good crop of blueberries off of it. Okay, this is a blueberry here that I've already harvested all the berries off of it. There might be a few still on there, but now it's time to just let it grow, and next year we'll have more blueberries. Okay, this is my grape. Don't know what kind of grapes, but I can see that it's growing now because it's done topped my thing here. And if you look, we got some pretty nice grapes in there. Yeah, but see what they gonna make. Okay. So far so good though. So far so good. So far, okay. Yeah, y'all. Okay. It's another blueberry, and this one here just took off real good because it was a baby. But I got a lot of blueberries off of it. It's got this big old new growth here coming off of it, which is pretty good. You can see that the leaves is bigger than the other leaves. Big old growth. And here's another one back down there. So that one's doing good. Okay. This is my Blue Lake, great one. And I done a little bit of trimming on this one. But it's still got some grapes. They pretty. Some more grapes down in there. Some over here. Some down there. This plum tree, which I will build a trellis for it, because I got a book on growing plums on a trellis. And what you do is you bend one of the vines going like this on the trellis, and then everywhere when these leaves up, another stalk will come straight up. And that's how I seen it. One way you can grow plums. Okay. So another one of my grapevines. And it's real pretty and green. You can just see that it's filled out everywhere. And this one's got a few of them on there, but not many. The few that's on there is pretty though. Just ain't got many. Okay. Right. Some more grapes here. And here's some more grapes. And it's got big old wads of grapes. And you can just see them that they all up in there. I'm hoping that they make. Okay, this is my thornless blackberry. And I'm proud of this one because this one right here has really grown. Because last year all I had was these small little stalks. Now got this big old tree stalk here of it. And I would say this thing's about probably almost 7 foot tall. It's done grow all the way to the top. And I got it tied off at the top, and now it's growing out the top. And this trellis is a good 7 foot tall. I'm hoping we'll have a bunch of blackberries on that. Okay. Plus, it's got these big old stalks that have shot out the side of it. Straight out. Big old stalks. And it makes some pretty blackberries. I think this one's a Natchez blackberry. Okay. Then on the other side of that, some more berries in there. I got some more grapes. And they just all up in there. You can see, you know, got grapes. You can see this little wad of grapes here. Little wad there. There's a few here on the back side. And some over there and some up there. Hoping that they gonna make. Right. It's another one of my bushes. I trimmed this one up so it can get some air around it, and I'll do the same to the other one while I'm letting it grow. But this one I thought was dead, and it's got this big old stalk that shot out the side of it, which is already starting to turn into a tree, because see, it ain't green no more. It's starting to turn into a hard stem like this. Okay, but that stalk, it goes almost to the top. And then everywhere one of these little runners come out of it, I take and I run it across here, see? So everywhere one of them leaves comes out, it goes straight across there. And then this one goes straight across here. This one goes straight across there, like that. Right. This is another. Let's see if I can't see because of the sun. This is another plum tree. And it's coming back, so we're going to see what it's going to do. Alright. This is another blackberry and strawberry patch I made. It's looking real good. And these stalks here, I had to take and trim them because they was laying down touching the ground. So I trimmed them up a little bit. And these are strawberries. This is an all-star strawberry, and you can see here how I've made so many plants. Off of one plant, I probably made 6 or 7 plants out of it. Seeing that one. Strawberries don't mind being crowded, so what I do is when this one here gets a little bit longer, I stick it on this side here, see? In this one pot, I have 2 strawberries in it. Whether this small pot's got 1, and this one's got 1, and that one's got 2. And you can see that the stalks, I had to take and cut the stalks because they was laying over. These stalks are about 4 foot, 4 to 5 foot. See, this one's touching the ground. Okay, but that's okay because next year I have a bunch of blackberries. They only produce berries on 2-year-old canes. Okay, see, I got this stalk here growing. Another stalk coming out. Another stalk coming out. And got these big old water strawberries. There's probably about 10. Got one little stick. It's got about 10 strawberries, and these got a few on them, and a few down in there. And I also made this strawberry plant over here. A runner ran from over there here, and I also got one running in here, see? And this one here, when it starts growing, I just curve it around and plant it right there. And I have 2 strawberries in an old stove. It's like an old-timey stove I found. Figured I'd plant something in it. Okay. This blackberry here wasn't doing too good, so I trimmed all the leaves off of it. You can see it ain't got no leaves on it. But look what happened when I trimmed them off. It got new growth all over the place, some real nice new growth. So hopefully these will do a whole lot better now that I got them trimmed down just a tad bit and got new growth coming on them. And that looks like a, okay, kind of looks like a raspberry leaf, kind of, sort of. Don't look like a blackberry leaf. Okay, this is a hill of watermelons that I'm just trying out. I just dumped some compost on the ground. Okay, these is my raspberries. I got to take and find something to tie them to so they hold up and stand up. But they looking good. I don't remember what kind these are, but it makes raspberries. Okay. Yeah, I might need to do a little bit more trimming. That way it gets air circulation. And get good air circulation. And this is watermelons and pumpkins. They hadn't quite took off yet, but they will. They'll take off. Okay. This is another little set of watermelons that I'm trying. And let me show you this one last raspberry plant, and that'll be my garden update. This is my little one that I planted, and it's got this white stalk on it, but it's got all this new growth coming out the sides of it. Real good new growth too. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to trim not sure if you're supposed to trim this one back every year like you do the other kind of raspberries or not, because I hate to cut down that cane. They say on raspberries you're supposed to cut down the canes and make berries each year and let the new ones produce the berries, but I don't know. I will be reading up on it. Okay, well, this is garden update number 2. Thanks.